the center fielder, Byron.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. And there's one away. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Miguel Sano can be a difference maker, as he often is. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
In now, Tae-Pla-Rak. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
1-1. First baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Up next for Minnesota, Eddie Rosario. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Still no score. Now at the plate, Jesus Aguilar. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Striding in, Jonathan Schoop.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Bottom of the second here with no score. And it's 0-2 to Schoop.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Stepping into the box, Josh Donaldson.
Batting
He'll
fifth.
attempt to put the ball
The
in
third
play for a
baseman.
change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the
Donaldson.
inning. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Here's Miguel Sano. He was
Leading
hitless
up
in the
for the
shutout
Twins,
last night.
the designated hitter, Miguel Sano.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Hey. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. To first. Dietrich fields it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So 1 away now in the Minnesota 3rd, and that'll bring up the
right
outfielder
fielder,
Max Kepler. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
64.
That'll bring in Williams Astudillo as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here comes the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. 1-1-1. Left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Astudillo, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he fouls this one off. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Stepping in, Jorge Polanco.
Leading off.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
Ready on 0-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. He got him. Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at two guys making some noise in the upper minors. So stepping in, Eddie Rosario. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Eddie.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
The batter.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
2 out, nobody on. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Count now, a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Well, this one had the makings of a great pitcher's duel, but has developed into something of a lopsided contest. What do you make of this one, fellas?
Yeah, Matty, we are expecting a pitcher's duel in this one. It's working for one guy. The other guy, not so much. Didn't have good feel for his breaking stuff or his off speed and had to come over the middle of the plate. I don't care how hard you throw, Dan. In this league, guys will catch up to it.
You know what, Dero, you hit it. It's been a story of 2 really good pitchers, 2 power pitchers. One guy making good pitches, the other not making good pitches, leaving some balls out over the plate, and hence he's walking. It looks like he's going to walk away taking a loss in this one.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Dietrich is there, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. They'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. Coming to the plate now, Williams Astudillo.
Number 64.
First pitch on its way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Fouled away. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
The 1-2. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
The 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
From the stretch. 4-1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. So another good inning for him on the mound. Now to the plate, Jorge Polanco. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
High in the air out to center field. Bradley is right there, 1 down. At the plate, Eddie Rosario. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
1 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is Bradley, and that'll be the second out. Ready once again, Jesus Aguilar. No hits to this point.
The first baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Aguilar.
Skied into straightaway right. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. Twins are set down. Stepping in, Jonathan Scope. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always
Got us
frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
0-1, here it comes. Popped him up. Carmona is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Low for ball one. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. The 1-1. Up. Here's a swing and a high pop up. Vasquez is camped under this one. And there's the second out of the inning. Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Miguel Sano. He's set and the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They trail in this one 11-0. The next Twin up, Max Kepler, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Got him to go down swinging there. Max Kepler is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Williams Astudillo. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Here's Byron Buxton now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answers for the great pitching so far in this one.
Throw on to first, and the Red Sox have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Oh, man. So close, but yet so far. Can you imagine giving up 1 hit, pitching such good baseball for 9 innings, but 1 base hit kept him from baseball history?
12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. Boston scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Shuhei Ota wins his 3rd of the season as he tosses a complete game 1-hitter. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.